there's like this thing. It's rotating.
What was in the skies of mysteries, and why did it sound like the most treasured sites in Christianity?
All right. Welcome to Goofon, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is March 10th, 2022. It is Thursday, and you did it. You just have tomorrow, 9 to 5ers. Just one more day, 9 to 5, Friday, and then it's the weekend. And weekends were made for Michelob. No. Yeah, they were, weren't they? Yeah. Well, tonight, we're going to talk about the guy who's ruining ufology. Who is that guy? You'll see. You'll see. Oh, I know what you're thinking. And you may be right. But what if I told you there were several people ruining ufology? On purpose? Would you care? I don't know if I do either. What I care about is what you believe in. And that you're getting right information. Good information. Information that we could use to maybe someday figure out this puzzle, which I don't know if we're ever going to figure it out. All right? It's what all this craziness is going on right now about. Who's this? Unidentified S4. It's a $10 super chat. Happy birthday to a brother from another... birthday balls from another mother. Oh, I read that wrong. Wow, what is wrong with me? Wait. Birthday? Oh, right. Right, it's your birthday. Oh, happy birthday, wait. Oh, right, it's my birthday. Yeah, it is. Thank you for that. I don't know. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, little Richie G. No, Richie Goofon, yeah. Happy birthday to me. Thank you for the $9.99 super birthday chat from Unidentified S4 from Staten Island. Thank you, Unidentified S4, with the $10 super chat. We round up here. And it's a birthday chat on age all over you. Thank you. A continuing supporter of Goofon. Boop. Who's next? Hey, you know what? Hold on, Coral. Hold on, Coral. I think only I can do this. Hold on, Coral. Mr. DB Cooper with a $10 Happy Birthday Rich super chat, who is a continuing supporter of Goofon. It's beautiful. You know, all the support. I mean, happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, little Richie G. No, Richie Goofon. Happy birthday to me. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. DB Cooper 77 for the $10 birthday wish. Gosh! All over fake tears. Living life. Thank you very much, Mr. DB Cooper, a continuing supporter of Goofon. Who's this guy? William Bridges, for a real carne asada burrito. Happy birthday. From William Bridges, that's a $20 super chat. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, little Richie G. No, it's Richie Goofon. Happy birthday. Thank you very much, William Bridges, with the birthday of carne asada burrito. $20 super chat on tonight's show. What is it, a birthday thing? That's right, Richie Goofon. William Bridges gave you $20 for a real carne asada burrito. Happy Angus Day. All over food. Mucho gusto, generoso. Ay. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are special, you know? You're a real special bunch. I can't thank you enough for this. You know, I'm going to be 54. I am 54. Car 54, car 54. Oh, no. You know how old that show is? I used to watch it. That's how old it is. Who's this guy? Denbub with the $7. Reesh. Jaime? Hey, Reesh. Jaime, wait. I got Denbub with the $7 Canadian super chat. And he's just saying, I don't know. He says, Reesh, it's my cue to tell you to drink a 5-hour energy drink. But you feel pretty good, Effie. Thanks, Jaime. Hey, Reesh. What? Happy birthday, fucker. Hey! Thanks, Denbub. Mucho gusto, generoso. Happy birthday. No, hey, Denbub with a $7 Canadian super chat. All over time. Thank you very much, Denbub. That's good. Thank you. Mucho gusto, generoso, a continuing supporter of Goofon. Roll call, everybody. Dorothy Hawkins, welcome to the show. John Hintz, welcome to the show. Unidentified S4, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. IR Film, welcome to the show. Denbub, welcome, show. Felicia the Beautiful Flores, welcome to the show. IR Film, did I say it? I'll say it again if I didn't. Happy birthday. Welcome to the show. I already did it. Where is it? Oh, there she is with the Chicago Bears sweatshirt, pullover. Look at those eyes. You could melt steel with those eyes. Welcome to the show. XDVX, look at that cat. That's a cool cat. 54 and looking better every day. That's right, I found the fountain of youth in Asia. Thank you very much, XDVX. Lord Ludacris, no plaid. Yo, what's up? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Shadi Panorin. Hey, Dorothy, welcome to the show. Gorilla Gamer, welcome to the show. Karen B, beautiful sunset or sunrise. You can tell that's a sunset. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes. Tim Freestone, welcome to the show. Metalhead, happy birthday, dude. No, happy birthday. Yeah. Happy birthday. Thank you. Welcome to the show. Girls from Texas. Taking the blue pill. Truth says it all. The blue pill. What about the blue pill? Michael, 27. Welcome to the... Ooh. Who's at the front door? Wait. Ms. DJ. Birthday cakes, beer, cupcakes, margarita. I'm coming over to your place. Forget about it. Who's here at the front door? Helen, Crystal Energy. She's been here. Welcome to the show. Already said it. Randall Hills here. Welcome to the show. The Baconator. Lee Guy. Welcome to the show. Jesse Peak, Mufon, Florida. Welcome to the show. Evil Knievel 68. Happy birthday, Rich. Thank you. Welcome to the show. Cristal Carasales. Cirasale. Welcome to the show. Thank you very much. Birthday wishes are in order. Thank you. Welcome to the show. Sky Allen, welcome to the show. And that's it. Yeah, I noticed that. Hey, who's this guy? Wait, that was an accident. Where'd it go? Hey, where is that? I don't see Area 503. Why did I accidentally... I don't even see it. Thank you. Why can't I see that, though? Isn't that weird? I don't see it on my board. I see PH Web, Area 503. Thank you very much for the $5.03 super chat and a birthday wish. A continuing supporter of Goofon, a good friend of the show. Hope you're not mad. Thank you, Area 503, for the $5.03 happy birthday super chat. And all over. Mucho gusto, generoso. Continuing supporter of Goofon. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. PH Web with a $20 happy birthday. What, mate? No cake? No, I'm diabetic. No. Yes. No, there's no cake. Actually, I was invited to go out today for my birthday dinner with the folks, and I said I can't. We're going to have to do it another night. So we'll be doing that this weekend. There's cake, believe me, and I'm going to eat it. Thank you, PH Web, for the $20 super chat. And, usually when there's a few coming in, I would do them all at once, but it's birthday. Hey, what happened? Where's that super chat? PH Web with a $20 super chat. Hey, I good all over. Everything. Thank you. Mucho gusto. Generoso. Appreciate that. It's a battle of the battle of the super chats. Glitchy John Schlunder with the $5 super. The best super chats have no messages and no sticker. It's just, they take the little blow dart, roll up the money, and they go, whoop. Got it. Did you hear how fast that was going? Thanks. Glitchy John Schlunder. Not Schusler. We're going to give you something different. Thank you. And I think you're a first-time supporter of the show. From now on, you will be a continuing supporter of Goofon. Mucho gusto, generoso. Boop. FAP with a $10 no-nonsense super chat, which is the super dough. Super donation. Got it? It's an FAP $10. Thank you. And a mucho gusto, generoso to you and yours. A continuing supporter of Goofon. And for you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I really do. I have a good story I want to tell you guys. It's a story of my life. But, it's coming up. Some things you may have heard, some things you may never have heard, some things you're going to hear for the first time. We will be doing time traveling back to when I was a kid. And then we're going to go all the way up to where we are now. So grab some corn of pop, grab a pop of Coke. Yeah, I didn't say cocaine. Pepsi, whatever, Mountain Dew. Who's this guy? Super sticker. Denbub, sorry, Coral. I'm so used to doing it. From here on, I'll hand it back off to you. Thank you, Denbub, with the Canadian $1.50 super sticker. Let's take a look. It is. Wow, you guys are really freaking generous. Like, it's cake. Thank you. It's a piece of cake and it looks good. I don't know what a pink cake would be, but we'll call it the pink cake. Nothing better than pink cake. Thank you very much. Frap Sappuccino with the $4 Happy Birthday Rich Super Chat. Mucho Gusto Generoso, a continuing supporter of Goofon. Frap Sappuccino or Rob Rivas. Thank you, Rob. Frap Sap, a $4 Happy Birthday Rich Super Chat. Mucho Gusto Generoso, Mr. Frap Sappuccino. Thank you very much. Who's next? It's Ben Yorkshire, UK. I'm okay. UK? £2, 2 quid. Happy birthday, Rich. Have a good one. It's mine. 12th. It's your 12th? It's mine. 12th. Well, thank you very much. I thought you had to be 18 to be on the chat here. But thank you very much for the support. Ben Yorkshire, UK. It's okay, mate. Spinning around, nobody knows where the dollar goes. Except for Ben Yorkshire, UK. 2 quid. It's his. It's mine. Mucho Gusto Generoso, continuing supporter of Goofon. Holy macadamia nuts. FAP with $20. It's just a 20, kids. Oh, that's just a 20? No, I meant there's no message, sticker, just pure love. Pure love. They roll it up. Like, I don't know how they do it, right? They get it like this, and then they lick it, and then they, whoo, got it, and I catch it as they come through the computer. I like that. It's orange. Ooh, orange. I love orange. Thank you again for the super chat support. Mucho Gusto Generoso to you, a continuing supporter of Goofon. What's up, Barry White? Everybody, welcome to the show. We are having a onslaught of super birthday chats tonight. Thank you very much. I heard the chiming of a PayPal, so let's see if that's what it is. Oh, it looks like it is a Cash App. Hold on. Oh my God. 3 PayPals came in. Thorsten Federer with $54 says, happy birthday, Rich. Holy crap. Holy shit. Dorothy, $3.10 a PayPal says, according to Numerology, people born on the 10th of any month are naturally inclined to be game changers. Happy birthday, Dorothy. Thank you. Hey, you know what? Couldn't be a truer fact about me. Thank you very much, Dorothy. And 2 more just came in. Oh, well, 1 more. Rebecca Wiles. Rebecca, $10 for you, Richie, and aliens. And a couple of smiley faces. Thank you very much. Oh my God, I can't believe Rebecca. Thank you. And Jesse Peak. Happy birthday to you and your mother. Wow. These guys are unbelievable. What is going on? I know, but it's just, thank you. Thanks, guys, girls. Thank you, everybody. And I think there's a Cash App that, yep. Randall Hill with a $5 Cash App. Thank you very much. I forgot Cash App, PayPal, all that stuff. Thank you, man. Randall's a continuing supporter of Goofon like everybody else. Thank you very much. You guys are freaking unbelievable. Really. And Dorothy here on the screen, $2. Oh, that's weird. I had the microphone blocking what it said. Check the PayPal. And now I see it. Thank you, Dorothy. You're really unbelievable. You're a good friend of the show. And the support it's unbelievable. To everybody who PayPal'd and Dorothy here, thank you, everybody. We're trying to save time. Thank you very much. Happy birthday to me. Mucho Gusto Generoso. Thank you, everybody. It's so weird. I don't know how to act right now. I don't know how to act, and I don't like it. It's just weird. There's more? Susie Como says, for $10, this is awesome. Happy birthday, Rich. I have been sick in hospital, not Cove, but just got home 2 days ago, feeling way better now, and so happy to be back to a celebration. Happy birthday, buds. Aw, thank you, Susie. Sorry you were under the weather. My God, I'm glad you're feeling better. Shit. To go to the hospital? Yeah, you got to be real sick to go to the hospital. I'm so happy you're better. Thank you for the super chat. Unbelievable. We got to give you one of these, right? Thank you, Susie C, to make it easy for me. That's Canadian $10 super chat. And good. All over being sick. Goodbye, sickness. Thank you, Susie Como. Como? Thank you. Hyde Current? Oh my God. Tim, $2 had to go to the dollar store and get you this. Thank you. That is actually funny. Thank you very much, Tim. A super supporter of the show, continuing supporter, and a good friend of the show. Thank you very much. You guys are unbelievable. I feel so weird. I don't know what to do. Somebody, you guys are unbelievable. I know you I don't know. Yeah, thank you, Tim. Thank you. Let me hit you with something a little bit different. Thank you, Tim. Let's drop it in. And there's one. And two. Wait, it was only two. Thank you very much. I didn't like the way that ended. And the reason I said there's only two, because this thing drops 5. And I hit it to stop it at 2. But I didn't hit it hard enough and it dropped into third, and that's why I said there's only 2. Not that there's only 2. I'm not that way, you know that. But you see, it keeps dropping at 5 of them. So I felt guilty when I said that. I didn't want it to come out that way. Believe me, I'm sick to my stomach. Thank you, Tim Freestone. Seems like you always get my weird comments too when you support the show. Glitchy John Schlunder with another $10 super chat, a shot in celebration on the show. LOL. Is that legal? It is. Ready? I've got mine. This is the pomegranate. You guys are unbelievable. Here we go. Hello, teeth. Hello, stomach. I'm going to hit you in the... Ow. Ow. Oh, I just hit my tooth. Shh. Ugh. Oh, that is so tart. Oh, that is so tart. Thank you, John Schlunder, for the $10 shot celebration. Happy birthday to me. To me. What? Say what? Where is it? Oh, shit. Mary! Mary just broke everything. Thank you very much. That is a $50, no nonsense, no super sticker, no chat. Just rolled it up. Got it! Got it! I don't know why. What is wrong with me? Thank you very much. I know what you mean. Mucho gusto, generoso. I'm sweating. I'm sweating now. I'm sweating. No! No! Get me out of here. That's not fair. Ah! Mary Young Sliwa with a $50 super chat. That's 50, and we're going. Gone. Thank you very much. I try to do something different. Mary, you are a continuing supporter of Goofon. Thank you. That's tremendous, everybody. You guys, what are you doing? What is today, the 10th? Ben Yorkshire, UK, LOL. Rich, we're at £2, £2. He says, I meant I turned 33 on the 12th of March. Oh, wow. Yeah, because you said, happy birthday, Rich. Have a good one. It's mine 12th. So I didn't understand. Now I understand. Ben Yorkshire explained it perfectly. He did, and he even put in another £2. Grazie, mucho gusto. Ben Yorkshire, UK. He's from the UK. See? Yeah, so joke on that. Thank you. All right, that's it. What is going on? That's a $10 super sticker from Unidentified S4. That's Anthony. If you aren't familiar with Anthony, you now are. He's got a great show on Sunday nights. What are you guys doing? I just saw. You guys are unreal. You have the Superman pair flying through the air. That is really cool. I've never seen that one before. Thank you for that super sticker. Thank you for the well wishes on the birthday that I really don't want. And God bless you and yours. Check out his channel while you're at it. Thank you. Unidentified S4 with a $10 Superman sticker. It's a pear. It's a bird. It's fruit. Thank you, Unidentified. Is pear a fruit? Hey! FAP with another $20 super chat says, lap dances on me for Richie making it another year. That's what I like to see. I'm going to take that 20 and I'm going to take you up on that. You know, I haven't even thought about going to a topless bar in Florida. I think I might give it a ride. Nah. I didn't even realize what I just said. Thank you. Oh, you just put the thought, mister. You know what you did? You just ruined my life. Thank you. No, I'm not a topless bar type of guy. I'm just not. I used to work at them, just like Lou. Lou. We haven't even talked about ufology yet. Who gives a shh? Shh. We can talk. Just not that loud. Thank you, FAP, with a $20 naked girls dancing on Richie. And for another year alive, good, all over the lap dance. Mucho gusto generoso. Yeah. Who was that? Hey, Jeff Garvey, a good all over your birthday cake for $2. I don't know if I'll eat that cake, but I tell you what I'll do. A goosh all over the birthday cake. Thank you very much for the support. Jeff Garvey, who's a continuing supporter of Goofon. It's time to come up with the new one, isn't it? Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate it. Man, you guys are Lord Ludicrous for $5. I think this is your second one. Happy birthday, bro. I'll be in touch for the rocket launch. You will be in town. Keep those eyes on the thighs. I mean skies. Dyslexic. I get it. Hey, I'm dyslexic too. Yeah, that's right. I could use, I may need some help. No, I don't know. All I know is we're going to watch a rocket launch. We're going to have special access behind the scenes. Thank you, Lord Ludicrous, offering your services, and you're a continuing supporter of Goofon. Hey, look at this. All for you. $5. Nice, good, man. He's good. He's a good man. Thanks, Lord Ludicrous. So, as I was saying, Donna! Ma! What are you guys? This is crazy. $50, again, a super chat. Donna G. Not even a... I did that with one hand. I didn't think I could do that, Donna G. Donna, you are unbelievable. Thank you so much. I can't believe you put down $50. Oh my God, what are we doing today? I know, I'm 54 years old. I don't know what I'm doing. You guys realize I don't know what I'm doing, right? I don't know. Of course you don't know what you're doing, Rich. It's Donna G with a $50 super chat on your birthday. You should be happy at this. All over yourself. Now snap out of it. Thank you, Donna. He's right. I'll snap out of it. Thank you very much, Donna G, a continuing supporter of Goofon. And great hair. Great glasses. I like the round. I can't wear the round. I tried it. I just have a weird face for that. It looks good. Holy sh... Hey! FAP says for $10, Rich, have another shot. Happy birthday. Thanks for all the laughs. See, and I'm not even trying to make anybody laugh. People just laugh. I try to be serious. People just laugh at me. It's true. It's true. Thank you, FAP, even if Rich can't say it. It's $10 on another shot on his birthday. He's going to be passed out on some hookah. Mucho gusto, generoso. No, he won't. No, he won't? Oh, the hooker comment. Nah, you're right, I won't be. Never have. Can't say I never would. Thank you, FAP. Are you kidding me? Oh. Louis Ferraro, $5. Happy birthday, Rich. At work. We'll catch replay later. That is really nice of you to drop that in. Louis Ferraro. Every time I see your name, I think Lou Ferrigno. I can't help it. But thank you very much. That's, you're a continuing supporter of Goofon as well. Thank you, Louis Ferraro, for the $5 super chat and a happy birthday wish. He'll catch it later, Rich. Eckers on the replay.
Yeah, on the replay.
Who is that? Somebody leave a kid? All right, so as far as the show, this is unbelievable. You guys are like super freaking nice. Helen, Crystal Energy with $2, two quid, $2.22 quid. It's 2 quid. 222 quid? Is that how I say it? $2.22 of quid? 222 quid? How do I say that? It doesn't matter. It's the thought that counts, and I really appreciate it. I'm like, I'm detached from reality right now. I don't know where I am. Thank you very much, Helen Crystal Energy, a continuing supporter of Goofon. Well, thank you, Helen Crystal Energy, for the two quid. Pounds, whatever, baby. Hey, gosh. All over Rich's dyslexic face. Mucho gusto, generoso. So weird. Thank you, Helen Crystal Energy. Oh, I didn't look at the picture. Oh, I thought it was something completely different. That's your dog. Oh, yeah, I remember now. I like the hair color. I love a woman with hair. Wouldn't you agree, guys? Remember Sinead O'Connor when she shaved her head or was bald back in the late 80s, I think it was, early 90s? Nothing compares to you. Remember she sang that song? She was beautiful, though. And even though she was without hair, very attractive. So it's very rare you see a woman with no hair that is and can pull that off. She did. Britney Spears did not. But I like a woman with hair on her head. Susie Komu, another super chat for $10. Super sticker. Let's take a look. Yeah, I knew it was going to be this is strange. I know. No, I see. I'm talking to myself. Shush. There it is. Oh, that is a turn your cap around and give a thumbs up type of hippo? But thank you for the thumbs up hippo guy. That's cool. Oh, I see. Helen Crystal Energy gave me hearts. I didn't see that on my screen. Thank you, Helen. That's even more beautiful. Yeah, thank you, Susie. Thank you very much for continuing to support me and Goofon, as crazy as this show can be. I sure hope you guys are all right with it. Really. Every day I try to think, what can I do differently? I just don't know. I really don't. But thank you. If I go to Tampa, we're going to the strip club. Sure. Baconator, it's done. Of course we're going. Of course. You're buying the shots and everything, though. What? You're going to get the table dances, aren't you? Huh? He's going to pay for the table dances? Thank you, Lee Guy, for the $2 if I go to Tampa Strip Club. Donation, Angus. Don't worry, Rich will pay for his own and yours for one time. Thank you very much. Hey, table dances can be expensive, and I don't know how much they are out here, but in Arizona, the last time I've been was 13, 14 years ago when my friend was going through his divorce. I think it was $10 a dance for 2 minutes. You want to go to the back room? $50 minimum. I never went to the back room. Didn't have to. And gosh, all over the $2 room. No, I'm just that's stupid. All right, thank you very much. I appreciate the birthday wishes, the super chat galore. That was, I mean, really. Anybody who's watching this on the replay has got to be screaming at the screen. Look, this only comes around once a year. This is unreal. Thank you very much. We do the show 6 nights a week. Now we're doing 2. So if we spend 30 minutes on super chats supporting the show one night, although frustrating for some, I got to tell you, it's humbling, and it motivates me to do even better and better and better. You have no idea. You have no idea. And 2 people bought coffees. Unidentified S4 bought another coffee. And girls from Texas. I think that's what that is. Yeah. Girls F. Yeah, it's got to be you. Happy birthday, love the show. That's from the Girls F. And Unidentified S4 said, for you. Thanks, man. Thank you very much. This is unbelievable. I forgot about the coffee thing. Yeah, the link's in the description. Lord Ludicrous Plaid with the $2 to show and discussion shows are freaking awesome. That's right. And thank you for that $2 reminder, Lord Ludicrous, for your 4th or 5th time tonight with support. After this show at 11 o'clock Eastern, we have the panel discussion of what I'm about to talk about. Hopefully we'll talk about that. But I am going to now tell you my story. You want to know the story? Actually, no, Rich. Lord Ludicrous for $2. Show and discussion are freaking awesome. Grazie. Mucho gusto. Good all over everything. All right, we got it. All right. Thank you. Mucho. All right. So, on March 10th at 3:30, according to my mother, a.m., mind you, I was born 2 days later than I was supposed to be because apparently I was an induced labor, and that was supposed to be done on the 8th, but the doctor was in a golf tournament and said, you're going to be all right. Just wait. Well, he got kicked out of the tournament, didn't make the final cut, and I was born. And it's a weird date because what I learned about being born around 3 o'clock on March 10th, and this came from two different psychics over the years, and I kind of want to believe it. They said that as a Pisces, being born on the 10th around 3 o'clock, doesn't matter if it's AM or PM, means you are on an upper level of psychic abilities and that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, supposedly, people born like my wife, alien girl. She's my UFO wife. She was born yesterday. She has some abilities. I believe she might. Look, the reason I don't believe in the psychics that I see, because I was watching Stephen Cambian's show before this where he was talking about Daniel Scranton going, and doing all that, trying to make contact with whatever. And those people ruin it for the people that have real abilities. Well, anyway, first 4 to 5 years of my life, nothing really happened, right? Didn't have any memories of being that young. But on my around my 7th year on this planet, which I found out was just 7. I thought I was 6 when it happened. It was 7. There was a major blackout, New York City. The whole East Coast was out. One of the biggest blackouts we've ever had in North America. And it went up into Canada and, or whatever's up there. All the eastern United States was on blackout. It was one of the worst you've ever seen. That night around 10 o'clock, my father and I were putting out the trash. And we hear people talking outside. And I hear my dad starting to talk to the neighbors. Hey, what are you doing, Bill? And I turn around and I see he's going like he's pointing up. He goes, there's a red light up there. And we look up and sure enough, there was a red dot up above us. And they said it hasn't moved. It's been sitting there for the last 15 minutes. People were coming out anyway because of the blackout. And that was my first experience seeing a UFO. So early on in my life, I was privy to something that couldn't be explained. Now, about a year later, from what I found out, because I talked to a couple of people that were around at that time, family and whatnot, they said that there were 3 red UFOs around that time. They were blaming the UFOs for the blackout, right? That's what was going on. That's what everybody said. The UFOs turned it off. And then I think something with 3 Mile Island. When was 3 Mile Island? When did that go down? Hold on. I want to bring this up. This was March 28th, 1979. So 2 years later. Hold on a second. 3 Mile Island accident was a partial meltdown of 3 Mile. I think what they were saying was that they were seen over. Hold on, I got a text message from the person who told me. Hold on. I think I got it wrong. Let me make sure. Here he is. Hold on. Awesome. Glad you liked it. And of course, missed some of the things. So much going on. See a few now. Oh, here we go. Whoops. Thank you for the alien thing. Da 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 da. So when your birthday, it happened 2 years prior. Oh, I see what they. Oh, okay. I did misread it. So this guy Dan that I was talking to says that in 75 there were sightings of red lights over 3 Mile Island, over the nuclear facility. In 77, the power outage was caused because of the UFOs, apparently. And this has never really been publicized too much, only once or twice. And then in 79, 3 Mile Island had an accident, and the rest is history. And people are blaming the UFOs for sucking energy out of the da-da-da-da-da. That's interesting. So it makes you wonder if that's true to what we've been hearing our whole lives, how UFOs are interacting with these nuclear power plants, nuclear silos, nuclear facilities of whatever, but I'm not so sure it's aliens. But people are saying they think it's aliens, and they're using or studying or both that nuclear technology for their own advancement, whether they use it as energy or what. I don't see anything anywhere that anybody's ever said the aliens are stealing nuclear reactor energy source. You know what I'm saying? That they're not stealing this energy for their craft. Not so sure. Nobby's tattoo with the 9-pounder. Holy mackerel. 9 pound, 3 ounces, and it's a shiny, bouncing baby boy. Thank you, Nobby's tattoo. Oh, I see. That is a lobster. It looks like a lobster with a cookie. It's a cookie? Is that a cookie? Lisa's so happy to see a cookie. Thanks, Jar Jar. Thank you for the $9. And no super sticker, nothing. It's just pure love. Thank you, Nobby's Tattoo, for the 9 pounds. That's 9 pounds of pure love. Mucho gusto, generoso. And a first-time supporter of Goofon. From now on, you will be a continuing supporter of Goofon. Thank you very much. You guys are freaking unreal. So, hate to move on, but I have to. So anyway, that's what happened. That's my first experience. Now, here's some weird stuff I've only spoken about once. Now, after that, I remember being in like 4th grade. I know it was before 5th. And I think it was 3rd or 4th, where I was getting sick a lot. I would get strep throat, or I would get like a high fever, like 104.3, 104.7. And I don't know if it's because I was really sick being young or catching these colds or whatnot. But there was a time where I was hallucinating or dreaming or whatever, and I was shrunk down to like this big. And I talked about it once or twice on the show, that I never saw any beings, but I felt that there was something there that shrunk me down. And I remember turning around, looking at my bed as a small little being, and it was unbelievably huge. And I was scared out of my mind. I was so scared. And I remember something telling me, it's almost over. And when I came out of it, there was this feeling that I can never, ever, ever duplicate. But my memory gives me a very awful feeling of what I was feeling. Like it did something to me physically, shrinking down to this level. And it didn't happen once or twice. It happened on a regular basis. And I would have these experiences. I never talked to anybody about it because even though I was young, I knew that it was not normal. And what in the world was I doing shrinking down? You know, it happened when I was sick, but it also happened a couple of times when I wasn't sick. And the last time that happened, where I was shrunken down, I know it sounds stupid, but I'm telling you this story because it leads up to who I am, why I am, and whatever else I want to be. It is just really strange that experience was so unbelievably real that I actually thought it happened. And I would wake up and feel this terrible feeling in my throat, inside. It's as if my whole body was weird and it didn't feel good. Not like aches and pains. I can't, and I don't know how to describe it because there's no feeling like it. It almost feels like there was something inside of me. Like something. And it made me feel really awful, like fear. There was a fear that I remember having. And every time I felt this feeling, it was the worst fear you could have. And here I am, 8, 9 years old, having these weird experiences and not being able to talk about it because I chose not to, was really difficult because I did want to talk to somebody about it. But I knew if I did, my parents, as skeptical as they are, and they don't believe anything Richie says, they would have just dismissed it, said you're dreaming. So I knew. I listened to other stories around the dinner table, and some of them were similar. All right? So I think my sister had experiences just like me, but we never talk about it, never have. Even though I'm in this field and she could ask me anything, I don't think she would tell me. Black Lotus Productions with a $20 birthday. Happy birthday, Rich. My birthday's in 4 days. Pisces always experience the paranormal. Yeah. Really do. The Pisces are really, I don't know. I'm just saying Pisces because it seems like people that were born around March seem to have really detailed experiences. Sure, Capricorns do and Sagittarius do, but it doesn't seem like it's the same. Thank you very much. Black Lotus Productions, Sundays and Thursdays. Check them out. Very good friends of the show. Thank you very much. Thank you, BLP, for $20 birthday wishes. And yours is in 4 days, Pisces. Engage! Those who experience the paranormal. Thank you very much. So having these experiences seem to be setting up a foundation. Now, back then in the day, I didn't know, that I'd be doing this. When I was 6, 7, and 8 years old, I would play with the microphone and the recorder, and my friend Billy Machuli next door, who passed away on 9/11, we would make believe we were Phil Rizzuto and Howard Cosell, and we were doing Yankee games, So here I am with little recorder talking, like announcers and stuff. It's really weird how things come full circle all the way from 50 years ago. Well, 48 years, whatever it is. But anyway, we moved to Arizona, 79. And when I was about, I would have to say 13, we lived in a place where we were one of the first houses. It was wide open. Every house had an acre. We were the only house around for several years. And I was having these dreams. Mind you, Close Encounters of the Third Kind had come out. Space 1999 had come out. Battlestar Galactica had been out. Star Wars is out. I've had a lot of TV and movie experiences, watching this stuff. So when you have a dream about seeing a UFO in the backyard during a thunderstorm, and you see your mother standing in the kitchen looking out the window, not answering your questions, just ignoring you, but staring out, I would walk by her and see what she was looking at. And sure enough, there was something coming through the storm clouds as a disc-shaped UFO. Josh and Artemis show with $14 Canadian money. Happy birthday, Richie. Thank you very much, Josh and Artemis show. Sorry, Lou canceled on ya, the dirty rat. Thank you, the Josh and Artemis show. That's 14 Canadian dollars for a happy birthday present to Rich. Agush! All over Elizondo and his facade. Mucho gusto, generoso. And a continuing supporter of Goofon. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Go check out their show, like, share, and subscribe. Continuing supporters of Goofon. So I have this incredibly real dream. The shrinking thing, that ended when I moved to Arizona. Never again did I have that experience. Never again did I ever feel the fear. When I'm 13 years old, what am I? 19. I was born 68, 78, 89, 80, 81. That sounds about right. 81, 82, and 83. I had these incredible dreams, and they just stopped when I turned around 18, 17-ish. But I told these dreams before, but just to give you a quick update, I'd see my mother in the kitchen. I went outside. There were storms going. We had the monsoon season, so we always had storms coming in the middle of the night back in the 80s. I go outside and I look up and I see this 30 to 40 foot size disc-shaped craft that the skin looked like a Tetris game. There were different shapes of blocks that made this disc on the top because it tilted sideways, came across the yard and over the pool, and then it came up to me like this. It went like this, tilted about like that. Actually, I'm doing it wrong. Like this. And it came right up to me, and when I walked up to it to put my hand on it, something just told me to go feel it. And as I'm about to touch it, two tiny 3-foot discs came off the top of this craft, like they detached. And they were bright, beautiful, red UFOs, but I could see that they were a smaller version of the disc-shaped craft that came up to me. The one on the right came over and got next to the one on the left, and they're on my left. I'm facing this craft. I go to put my hand on it, and I know that these other two are there, and I'm looking at the side of my eye. When I go to put my hand on the craft, of course I didn't know Bob Lazar's story back then. But the same freaking thing happened in another dream that I had. When you go to touch these craft, you couldn't really touch it. And I think Bob Lazar said when he went to go, if you put your hand on it, you couldn't really touch it. Didn't he say something like that? Well, that's what happened to me. And I remember feeling the energy like I was trying to touch the craft, but it was just energy, and it reminded me of putting my hand into a Tempur-Pedic mattress that was energized. And my hand would go into it like a mold. And then I'd start moving my hand over to the side. And then the craft backed up. And the two other little red UFOs went back onto the craft. This thing backed up. And what I saw was the actual Tetris shapes were reconfiguring themselves and made this craft a little smaller. It jumps up into the air, stops, and then takes off. And it left a colorful stream behind it. And that dream happened half a dozen times. exactly the same way. And it always ended when I was moving my hand, just feeling the craft, and it take off. The last dream I had was this type of dream. I'd have to say I was a senior in high school, so around 86. I think it was 85 going into 86, because I know I just started school. And it was at night. Actually, the sun was setting, and there was a storm that came in. And the storm kind of died out, and you could see underneath the sheet of clouds the sun breaking through the bottom. So you can see the sun coming through underneath all these storm clouds. And I noticed something in the street, that the rain that was barely coming down wasn't hitting the ground. And it looked like a car was parked there, and it rained, and then the car left, and it was dry, and it left the imprint of the car. Well, that's what it was like. And I saw that the raindrops were hitting something and rolling to the side. And I can see them dripping off in a circular pattern. So I go out there. I go out the front door because I was looking through the window at the sunset. And I go out there to standing at the porch looking at this thing, and I walk up to it. And the rain is coming down just enough. It's almost annoying, but not enough that you could stay out and not get soaked. And the same thing I did. Now, I saw what reminded me of the Predator. You know how the Predator cloaked itself? Well, that's what this is. Now, remember, these are all dreams. None of these are real. Not that I believe they are, but I'm talking about them. And I think this has to do with a lot of stuff in my life. But these dreams were so real that I'm telling you them now as if they just happened. That's the impact this had on me. And who would have known in 1985, 86 that I would be here today talking about it? You just can't make this stuff up. You can. I mean, you know, they're dreams. I'm not telling you this really happened. But there's people that believe that I was abducted and that there's a reason behind this show, what I do, the website I had, and all this stuff having to do with ufology. Well, I see this craft, and it's just like what we see in the Predator. There's something there distorting light, and I can't see it. So I go out to the road, and where we lived, we were still the only house for a while, you know. So I go out to this craft, and I put my hand on it. And I noticed my hand did the same thing it did in the backyard, except I could almost see the outline of this craft, and it looked smooth. When the rain hit it, it was smooth. You could see the rain roll down. There wasn't angles or anything. So I put my hand on it, and I turn it this way, and my hand falls in, and I don't see my forearm. It went into something, and I can't see it. I remember turning my hand towards me, and I can't see it. But I see the craft, and I see this part of my arm. So I pull myself over, and I look through the opening where my arm was, and I see, like, track lighting, like, you know, on the floor or whatever. And it looked like there were seats. 4 seats. 2 here, 2 here. And there were a row of lights, very, very dim. And a voice tells me, sit down. I come in. I'm in the craft. I don't feel, the sound even changed. It was, have you ever been in a soundproof room? Have you ever been in a place where they close the door and it goes, and that pressure is on your ears? That's what it was like when I stepped into this thing. Everything was weird. It just felt awkward. And I remember looking down and seeing the ground underneath me and looking forward and seeing the sun underneath the clouds, now much lower, but I can still see the sun coming through, and the ship started moving. And the road we were on is now underneath, and I'm going up. It just went up like this, and I see everything moving away from me at this incredible speed. And the last thought I had was, I can't even feel it. And that's what I said, because I couldn't even feel that we were moving. We just did. And then I woke up. And that dream stayed with me forever. Now, if I move forward, I'm going to go ahead. Well, that year, later that year, I never told this story that I remember. But I was taking a girlfriend of mine home, and there were thunderstorms. And we had a road called Pima Road, which is now a freeway. It was one lane each way, and on the left side of the freeway was the Indian reservation. It was all cotton, farming. Nothing was there. They were actually in a battle with the city at the time to buy the land, and they didn't want to give up the land. And on the right side of Pima Road was suburbs, You can see all the houses. So there was two different sides of the Pima Road. I was on the side where all the houses were, and we were driving home in the storm, and all of a sudden there was a lightning bolt. And this lightning bolt hit a power pole, what do you call it, a light post or whatever, and all these sparks started going everywhere, and I hit the brakes, and we lost control and wound up in the ditch, turned around. And out of nowhere, she says, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "Not you." And I look behind her, and there's cops pulling her out of the car. And some cop came over to my side, and he's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "How did you get here?" He goes, "Well, we drove by thinking you were fixing a tire, and then 30 minutes later we came back and you guys haven't moved. So we came back and saw that you were out." I go, "Out?" I go, "What do you mean out? We weren't walking around or anything." He goes, "No, you were passed out." I said, "Oh my God, we hit something?" I said, so I got out of my car. He's got his arms around me. And I'm like, "Wait, hold on a second." He goes, "Wait a minute, you might be sick. Why don't you sit down?" I'm like, "No, it's muddy. I'm not going to sit down." And then I hear my girlfriend, Carolyn, saying, "You can stop touching me. You can stop touching me. I'm okay. What are you doing?" We don't know how the cops got there, but for 30 minutes, she and I told them, as soon as the car came to a stop, you were pulling us out. That's impossible. We both said it. It's impossible. So my parents came, because she lived right up the street. And somehow they got a hold of my parents. I don't remember. My dad came. There was nothing wrong with the car. I got in the car with my mother in her car. My dad took my truck and my girlfriend home. And I'm like, "What is going on? What were you doing? Were you on drugs?" I'm like, "Oh my God." So that story of us wiping out and my girlfriend and I were being pulled out, but that's not the story. That's not the end of the story. So that was on a Friday night. My parents thought I was either drinking or driving or whatever. And I never had a history with drugs. I never took drugs. I'm so against it. With my dad, an ex-cop, are you kidding me? So the cops wouldn't let me drive. So they got my parents. Dad took my girlfriend home right up the street. I went home with my mom. And my dad took the truck home that I had. And I got grilled for like an hour. So the next day, I see my girlfriend. And I'm like, "Can you believe my parents thought I go, I can't go out this weekend. They don't believe me." She's like, I had the strangest dream last night that I was in a UFO. And I'm like, what? And she told me this crazy story how she saw us driving down the road and the truck was lifted up into a ship. And she said she woke up when they dropped us back down. Oh, God. I can't believe I just got goosebumps from that. We never told anybody about that story. I never had a dream about it, though. She did. And she said they took us up, and she said she saw the lightning. And she says, I don't know, maybe they saved us from being struck by lightning. I'm like, Carolyn, we saw the lightning hit the telephone pole, and sparks went everywhere. I hit the brakes. We did a 180. We wound up on the side of the road. She says, I know. But maybe, Rich, maybe we passed out. Maybe we hit something. I said, there wasn't a mark on my truck. It's a weird story. So, the weirder thing about that is, our relationship was never the same after that. She thought I did something. Don't know what. Don't know why. But we broke up like a week later. And we were together for probably a year and a half. It just wasn't the same. And then when summer came after I graduated, she had one more year. And I would pick her up, I used to pick her up after school and stuff if she would stay after. I tried to be friends. She didn't want to talk. She actually went back to New York for the summer. And I never saw her again. I would definitely like to talk to her about that, though, because that experience really, really changed me as far as thinking something happened that night that she and I couldn't explain. Soon as the truck came to a halt from doing the 180, I was being pulled out and I hear her say, get your hands off me. There's no way they could have gotten there that quick. Well, according to the cops, 30 minutes had elapsed. And the truck was just sitting there facing the wrong way in the road, mind you. Anyway, not much really happened after that. I went off to college, to ASU. I went to Scottsdale Community College as well. Never saw her. Never talked to her again. And I met this girl, and she had gone to a totally different school. And when I met her, she would tell me about all these strange dreams she would have. But she never told me it was aliens or anything like that. But I seem to gravitate towards people who have very strange experiences that they don't want to talk about. Or they claim that, when I get into a relationship, I'm talking like, serious relationships here. You get to know a lot about somebody once you're with them for more than 6 months, a year. And, we dated on and off for a couple of years. And she would always make these predictions about people. And they were usually right. And I always thought that was strange. And she was one of the girls that, like when I was in school, I used to do readings for people, but we didn't call them readings. I said, I'm going to read your future. I'm going to read your past or something like that. And I was the nut job that did that at our parties. And then I met this girl, and no relation, no friends, none of our friends knew each other, totally different school, 20 miles away. And she was that person with her friends. So we thought we were two peas in a pod, but she moved, and that didn't work out. She had to move with her mom. They were really rich, and you go where the money is. No, that's not true. They moved to California, and I saw her a few more times, but long-distance relationships, California, Arizona is not too bad, but it is when you don't have a lot of money. Anyway, that's part of the early life. And I remember being 10 years old, right before we moved to Arizona, and we had a snowstorm. And for some reason, I felt like I could read or feel people's emotions in the houses on the street. I'd walk the dog, and I'd imagine what's going on in this house. And in my mind, I really thought I was guessing what was going on. I'm like, oh, they must be having a fight. You know, you see lights on in something, and the strangest thoughts would come to me. Just out of the blue, weird, strange thoughts like, why would I even think that? And I knew at 10 years old that if I told anybody what I think I'm feeling, they would say you're crazy or you're nuts or you're making it up. So I never told anybody that. I kept a lot of these things to myself. That's the problem that we need to... Like, how do you talk to your children about being an empath or having psychic abilities without sounding crazy? Without sounding like, hey, mom or dad's a little weird or Uncle Rich is really out there. Because I know when I got into UFOs, some people in the family were like, the fuck you doing? You know? UFOs. And then some people were like, oh, really? Yeah, that's cool. I'm into it, you know? Mr. DB Cooper with $10 taking a goosh on the UFO loving chat. Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. DB Cooper. You are the biggest supporter of Goofon in years. Actually, I think you are. That's not without saying there's a couple of people gave you good run for that. But you are unbelievably generous, and thank you very much. That's right, Mr. DB Cooper 77. $10 a goosh all over the loving chat. See, I get you. Mucho gusto, generoso.
Thank you.
Anyway, so fast forward. When I got Angus, my dog, on April 15th, 2004, I was recording with my sister's camera chemtrails. And the chemtrails that were back in 2003 were nothing like the ones we started seeing in 2004. In 2003, there were some chemtrails I recorded that were absolutely huge. Like, you know when you see them and they got the row, like 2 rows? I'm talking huge. And I have the video out there somewhere. I remember working for Conseco Finance, and at 5 o'clock when I left that day, there was a chemtrail that was so huge. And people came out of work to look at this thing. And so I recorded it. And I still have that tape somewhere. But when I got Angus, he was all white. He was all white. He's an all white dog. He was a Jack Russell. They don't have their spots yet. When they're puppies, they come in later. Or, you know, they're underneath. You just don't see them yet. But that was the night me and my wife saw our first lights in the sky. Then I went out the next night. And I went out exactly 10 o'clock with the dog. She was inside. And I looked up exactly the same thing. And I saw very similar lights doing the same thing. One moved this way, and then it backtracked where it came from. And I'm like, satellites only go one direction, and they don't stop and turn around. And there were no commercial drones back then that we could buy. So it was very weird. And I went in the house and used the internet and found Jeff Willis, who's UFOs over Phoenix, and nobody was reporting this. So he contacted me back and told me I need to do this, this, and this during the daytime. That's where all the UFOs are. So I had my sister's camera, not really seeing stuff, ba-ba-da-ba-da. So I stayed out one night, and at 2:55 a.m., I saw two lights coming from the south, turned east. Not knowing, I captured 3 lights forming a triangle. And I saw these 2 lights. Luckily, the third just happened to be in the frame. Turned, they went over the McDowell Mountains and stopped. And I recorded it for 5 minutes and 30 seconds. And then the clouds came in and covered them up. And those lights were over the McDowell Mountains, which in 2005, there was that light that was taken out of the ground at my parents' in my parents' backyard, basically, on that mountain where I saw those lights last. Yeah, it is very odd, but on December 12th that year, December 11th, the day before the 12th, I told my wife I'm done with this. I'm never gonna waste my time outside. I'm just seeing stuff. I'm explaining everything, da-da-da-da-da. Then the next day, I saw and recorded the fleet, the UFO Fleet. There was 30 or more objects. I saw them pop up. I recorded them. Now, the weird thing is, when I recorded these things, they made shapes that were similar to the discussion I had with my wife the night before. I questioned, why am I not seeing more than one light at a time? They gave me a question mark with 9 white dots. I said, why can't I see, shapes, or why don't they just come over like they do in Mexico and put constellations together and show me that there's intelligence? Saw the Big Dipper or the Little Dipper, Orion's Belt. So really odd. And I was hooked. What happened then was the weirdest thing in my life. My friend Mike at the time, not the Mike now, he saw my dog. He came over and we were going to do a sky watch at my house because that's where a lot of the activity was. And he goes, oh, look at your dog. He's got the shape of the Big Dipper on his back. I'm like, what? Sure enough, Angus had spots that were shaped that on his back were the Big Dipper. Come on. You can't make this stuff up. I got pictures of my dog with the Big Dipper on his back, and I didn't even notice it. And if it wasn't for him, if it wasn't for getting Angus, I would have never been out in the backyard walking him that night on April 15th and 16th. I would have never seen what we saw. Everything happened the way it did for a reason. And it was on. I felt pulled into this field not because of anything else other than the story. I think that's what I am here to do. I don't know. I really don't. After 18 years, and now 54 years old, I have to sit back and look at why I'm here. Like, things happen to me in my life that are odd, like very odd. Like, I don't have enough time to go over everything. And I'm not even looking for it. All I know is, from when I was 18 years old, graduated from high school, went to college, all I cared about was, girls, music, and money. And that's it. I didn't care about looking up. I didn't talk about anything, with anybody except a couple of the girls that I did date, like seriously dated. We had a lot in common as far as weird shit. So then I'm thinking, what if, and this is why I did this show months ago, everybody's been abducted. Remember that? And I said, what if we've all been abducted, marked, tagged, and watched our entire lives? Like animals in a zoo. Because it feels that way. I don't feel special. I don't have any that I think magical abilities. I don't claim that I'm a great psychic, but I feel like a more empath than anything. But all these years has led up to 2004. The job I had, the girl I had, the dog I had, the car, the house, the boat, everything. Everything led up to getting in this field when I did. And when I made the website cnufos.com, that was just to showcase everything I was learning. From the cool stuff to the mistakes, talking about hoaxers, interviewing people. Started the show late 2005 and 2006. We were live in February 6th, if I remember correctly. Everything happened, and it couldn't have happened any other way. It just couldn't. And all of the things in my life, Close Encounters, Star Wars, Battlestar Galactica, The $6 Million Man even, In Search Of, all of those things were like, I can't say they were training tapes or training things, but it was, look, I don't think everybody can go and do what we do here in ufology. I don't think a lot of people could ever come out and talk about the things that I'm talking about. Not everybody can do what I do, what other hosts do. I think at an early age, 6, 7, 8 years old, with Billy Machuli sitting on the porch talking into a microphone and being Phil Rizzuto or some other sports action guy, sports broadcaster, leads up to where we are today. There isn't another path I could have gone down that didn't, I think, prepare me for where we are today. And with all the evidence I captured and the thousands of hours I have behind a camera and the interviews and the people and the boots on the ground and all of the experiences over the years has led up to where we are today. And a lot of people get into this field for the wrong thing, the wrong reason. They don't have history. They don't have passion to find the truth. All they want is an audience. They don't give a shit about anything else. I got into this field because I was passionate. I wanted to know the truth, and I wanted to share my experiences with everybody. But along the way, unfortunately, I met Jaime Maussan, one of the biggest in the field. I mean, obviously, but really makes a ton of mistakes. And when I saw what he did, the day that my friend Mike gave him a bag as a UFO and he used it and didn't even care to find out anything else about it, that was down that road of, I have got to let you guys know what I learned. And it didn't end with Jaime. Jaime was the starting point. Then I started meeting other people because of Jaime who were not truthful, who were liars. So I'm not in this field because I want to make a living for it. Look, for 16 years, 15 years, I didn't take a penny. I didn't sell anything. You know? For me, it's a passion. It's not a hobby. It's a way of life. And for a lot of people who just got into this field 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago when TTSA came out, that's why I'm mad. That's why I'm angry. That's why I can't stop talking about these people in a negative manner, because they don't have a reason to speak. And when they speak, they're lying. I know they don't have experiences. I know Anjali's a full of shit lying sack of fucking doo-doo. I know it. And it bothers me. Because people who are doing this, who are real passionate, who have real experiences, watch her. And they say, what are people believing? They will believe anything. And that's sad. We've gotten to the point where we're just going to believe anybody, especially the Bledsoes. Christopher Bledsoe and Ryan Bledsoe, sack of shits. They should be banned from all social media for lying to you. It's sad. So, I've only given you a little snippet of things that have happened in my life all the way up until now, pretty much. Not really. I mean, there's so much more. But maybe I'll continue this on Goofon Lives. If you want to join me there at 11 p.m. Eastern, we're going to come back and we're going to finish this night strong. I'm telling you, it's why I'm passionate about this field. Because I have a lot invested in it. I have my life literally invested into this. I don't see Dolan saying that. I don't see Dolan researching, going out, boots on the ground. He's all reading shit. He fucking never holds a camera. What about all these people in the field that we look up to? Think about it. And think about who's doing right and who's wrong. Who's ripping you off with a bunch of lies? Is it Greer? Is he lying to everybody? Can he really talk to aliens? I know I can't. But I can't deny that something is going on. And I think something is going on in my life that I don't understand. And somehow I'm being directed without even knowing about it. And I feel weird saying that. But when I look at the way I got here, it wasn't by accident. That's how I feel. And I take it very personally when I see people faking that they can talk to aliens or making believe there's an alien base under a mountain. You know, shit like that they can make flying cars with this technology. Or that they're there and back in 20 years, going to Mars. I mean, there's so much fraudulent shit going on that when you have a legitimate story and a legitimate experience and you're living it, it makes you kind of mad. It makes me mad. I'm not saying I was abducted. I'm not saying that. I had dreams that made me believe there was something important going on, and I just can't figure it out. And when me and my ex got into the 180 turn during that thunderstorm, and they were sitting there pulling us out of the car, and we didn't hit anything. I had no bruises. She had no bruises. None of us. We were literally being taken out of the car as soon as it stopped. As soon as it stopped, the door was being opened. Weird. Thank you, moderators, super chatters. The best birthday bash, you guys made me laugh, and I'm telling you right now, it's an emotional ride for me, so thank you very much. You've humbled me. You made me feel wanted. I can't believe how nice you guys are. You treat me so well. I can't do it. Thank you. And everybody else. We'll be back at Goofon Lives at the top of the hour. I'll see you all there. Thank you very much. We'll be back tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern. All right, let's go over to Goofon Lives in 25 minutes. See you there. Thank you.
There's a weird thing. It's rotating.
What was in the skies over Jerusalem, and why did it downwards treasured sites in Christianity?
There's a new study that's saying maybe proof we're not alone. UFOs